Polyctor and the Elopians, Ecamon and Hysteia, Elos and Cerinthos. All of Elopia has fallen before great Achilles. My intuition told me to return to Telion and recruit more of the mythical centaurs, half man and half horse creatures. Sons of Centaurus, born of Ixion and Nephili. They are mighty creatures, possessing both the strength and cunning of man and the speed of horses, which serve me well in the battles to come. Atreus returned from an unusual disappearance, during which he had assembled an army of shades, which stood no chance against my might. Our gaze then fell upon the Abantes, where we expanded our borders to claim Chalcis. Eretria and all its soldiers fell beneath my spear. Our sights are now on Charistos to defeat the Abantes. We then turn to the vile hunters, who seek to claim the mighty griffin, which we will claim as our own. This is just the beginning, as all who stand before the might of the Achaeans shall be reminded why we are the greatest to ever walk the earth. As we expand and increase our resources, we will continue to press against those that oppose us with vigor and ruthlessness. The world will shake and shiver as it feels the endless rage of Achilles.
Hey there, I'm CrashStar, the voice of Achilles. If you like what you heard and you like my voice, well then hey, I've got some good news for you. I'm multi-platform. I've got 2 YouTube channels, a Let's Play channel called CrashStar Gaming, where I play JRPGs, niche anime games, beat-em-ups, platformers, and just a bunch of other stuff. I have a voiceover channel, CrashStar VA, where I do a fan dub of Disgaea 5, Ys Memories of Solseta, and a bridge series of Tiger and Bunny, which is up to 4 episodes with a 5th one on the way, and most recently DMC Dubs, where I dub over comics of Devil May Cry. I also have a Twitch channel, CrashStar_VA, where I play games live, more often than not with friends, so feel free to come over and say hi. I'm very lonely. And I have a Twitter, CrashStarVA, where I shill out my videos and my demo reel to anyone who will hear. I want to give a big thank you to Surreal for having me on board and trust me to voice these characters. A big thank you to my friend Silver Soul for introducing us. And finally, a thank you to all of you for your very kind words. Okay, I believe I've blabbered on enough. I'll let Surreal take it from here.
We're back over here in our capital. Eventually, I'm going to conquer new lands. I've spent some time just trying to build up my local towns and villages, and the Abantes are no longer fighting us. They evidently have some locations elsewhere. I don't know where, but we now have a peace treaty. I took Charistos from them, and they gave up, which is fine. They had no hero over there, only a paltry garrison. Now, we've got to go after the one-eyed hunters, right over here, Arimaspoi. They're meant to be living out in the lands belonging to the Scythians up north, and they like to hunt down gold belonging to griffins. And I would like a griffin myself, eventually. So we'll fight them. We also have another group to fight way over here.
That's beyond me.
The cult of the Hydra has come by. The call of the mother. For years in the Argive lands, the destitute and hopeless have been leaving loved ones behind to disappear the nearby marshes, as if that held to them something more precious than their families. Returning now, and nearing your lands, they have passed by their former homes without a glance, led by a man no one remembers, one as if born of the marshes themselves. He speaks of some nebulous mother he serves. He speaks of a deeper truth hidden behind the seeming insanity, though one doubts it, looking at his empty eyes, his viridescent skin. Dripping from its pores a greenish poison sap, slow and hissing. What does he want? You could take him and learn, but you would have to vanquish him first. And we shall do that in time. We could probably auto-resolve, or we could go fight them directly if we wanted to look at their units, and I do. Now I've got 2 agents now, right over here. Cadmos for 1. I would like to weaken my foes or to level them up. There we go. Good job.
That is not possible.
And over here, you'll try too. You might fail, but I just want them to level up. Now for my army, I was able to get giants. Now for my army over here, I was able to get some giants. Giant vanguards, giant skirmishers, and I've got centaur hunters, 2 of them. I got rid of my centaur fighters. They were really not that impressive. And beyond that, I got 2 groups of light swordsmen. That should do it for right now. I would like to go duel my other enemies, but I want to wait because it could take Achilles away. And I want him to fight here to level up a little bit more. Also at turn 15, you do indeed get your chance to go out on an expedition, which is what I want to do for sure. And we've also got an epic mission to do. We've got to talk about the dreams of Achilles, but we'll do that as we finish up over here. So why don't I go after you? Right over there. You've got your posse. The Arimaspoi. They've got an ally too. Thank you, Ares. 20% more to the morale of my sword and axe units faction wide. I've been building altars to him, trying to worship him. Now, why don't we fight the battle out just to check out how strong these units are? If you look at it though, they deal a lot of damage, 98 damage, 50 melee attack. Then over here, the Hunters have 44 missile damage. Then they've got Javelin Riders too. I could chase them down. Let's try it out. And I want to use my Giants anyway. We are pretty close to them right now. And here we are charging right in. I've got my champions, I've got my Spear Masters, all of them heading in to fight these one-eyed monsters. There we go. So we're going to be able to hold them back. And while we're doing that, Achilles is going after their leader. And we've also got Centaurs right behind them charging in. I've got my own mythical creatures. Now they're falling apart. They're obviously very strong. It's just that right now I've got the numbers. If I didn't have the numbers, maybe I would be in trouble. I was very shocked to see that their numbers are limited. They are finite. They're not going to break us today. Not today. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. And my goal here was just to keep them all busy, to stay together. I've got my javelins right from behind. Right over here, my army is just busy maneuvering into position. Normally I conquer quickly and rapidly and I just go do what I need to do, but I think today's campaign, what we'll do, we're going to spend our time just trying to expand. And we're not going over to Troy just yet, not yet, one day though. These two, they're having their little fight. You're fighting for the wrong side. And already we're beating the entire army. Don't worry, once we get to Troy, they're going to have massive stacks. We're going to be fighting thousands of enemies in every single battle. And they're now broken. We've beaten their spearmen. Tactically, we outmaneuvered them, but we also had the numbers to do so. Over here, I've got my giant skirmishers who are so darn good. And we are done. Well, that was a pretty good win. Okay, we lost over 200. They lost 299. We can replenish and mostly be okay. I knew they would deal a lot of damage. They had a lot of high damaging things over there. Here we go. For some time, your people, from peasantry to priests, have brought you word of a seeming impossibility. Right, a live griffin. So now we can recruit one. I'll get one eventually. And I've got over here a feathered Cretan hat. Nice. Okay, +2 to my motivation. I'll give it to some follower eventually. And +4 to happiness in the local province. I like that too. His posse is gone. Now here's what I can do. I can run back over here and patch up. Then we'll go after the cult. Then we'll do our epic mission right over here. I could break my treaty with them, but I might leave them alone for now. I was going to, but it would just take so long. Just so long. A winemaker, I'll take that. I'm losing 1 food currently. That's okay. Alright, that'll do it. We'll go on our expedition soon, but not yet. I'm waiting to finish up a few things locally, then I'll feel better about what I'm doing. Because we're going to have to spend a lot of resources too. Look at that, he wants a barter. You get nothing from me and you'll like it. That's what you've earned today. Yeah, they always want some new stuff from me. I'll trade here and there, but not all the time. Like, I'm not giving up gold for wood. I want my gold, thank you very much. Alright, so now we can head out over here. It'll take me one more turn, but we'll make it over to them and we'll fight the cult. The cult of the mother. When it comes to my other agents, I suppose they can follow me. Yeah, get them over here and we'll just keep on building what we can. My cult level is down. That's okay. We're about to level up again. And we're about to go into battle. But before we do that, why don't we weaken them a little bit more? It's what I like to do. But more importantly, I'm just here to level up my agents. You failed. That's okay. It happens, my friend. I'll only judge you later. We'll be having a nice party, having a few drinks, having a few olives too. Then I'll say, hey, remember that time you failed and ruined your whole night? And you'll feel awful for it. Alright, so what's over here? We've got, ooh, a military camp. I like that. I've got the gold for it. I've got the bronze for it. I think I'll take that, sure. Let's do it right now. I'll get quite a bit of influence too. +5 to influence over adjacent provinces. It's right in the middle. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, so now, let's come over here to attack. We've got to fight them. What do they have? They've got over here Drinkers of Venom, 63 damage. They've got Hydra Defenders, Hell Hydra. They've got Hydra Archers too. Okay. I've got a theme going on here too. It's called Stab. Yeah, that's it. Just stab. I'm gonna stab you. We're all about stabbing. That's it. And here we are now. We're approaching from quite a few different directions. I've got some forces on my left flank. I've got my spears, my marines, my javelin men. Over in the middle, I've got my giants, my spear masters of Elysium, my champions of Pythia. On my right flank, I've got my centaurs and even more spearmen. Eventually, I'll want a different army, but I need a lot more bronze in order to do that. And over here, we've got Achilles right in the very middle. So if we have a look at what they're utilizing, it's right over here, though they are vanishing because they have trees. Trees to hide in. But here's our drinkers of venom. These guys are pretty creepy looking. Let's see here. 20 melee attack. Alright, they are expendable. They're just meant to be fodder. That's really interesting. We've got a Hydra archers too, like over here, 150 for range. And we'll keep on doing hunts too, by the way. We're going to keep on hunting creatures down until we have all of them. I think that's a pretty good idea. But we're beginning with, naturally, the Cerberus. And over here, we've got Hydra defenders that were attacking on that left flank. I've got, what? My Aegean javelin men, who are very strong at 42 for missile damage. And I've also got my Aegean runners who are throwing in at them too. So there they are. They're all like, "Hell, Hydra!" And we're not understanding what they mean by that. We're like, "Hey, the creature?" They're like, "Yeah, that." Oh, okay. Light swordsmen are charging in now. We're breaking them apart. My main forces are moving in. I've got my giants moving in. And over here on the right flank, I've got, of course, my centaur scouts. A big advantage they have is being able to poison me. Achilles is now fighting their leader. He's been challenged, so he's kind of stuck right now. Giant Vanguard, they're moving in. Here comes a charge from my champions. There we go. Here they come. Get clubbed. But that poison is quite damaging. It's able to keep us busy. It's able to weaken us by quite a significant margin. And over here, we've defeated their Hydra defenders. They're broken. We've got the numbers. We've got the peaches. Alright, their leader is losing it. Back over here, we've got those Hydra archers in the woods. We're going to chase them down for a little bit. Whatever we need to chase down, we'll get them. My giant vanguards are just kind of deployed around, maneuvering and taking what they need. And we're about to win the battle. I do love my spear masters of Elysium. They know how to fight. Even when they take some decent casualties, man, they're just very tough to have. I like them a lot. Look at that. Resistant to flanking, excellent defense, and unbreakable. That's why I use them a lot. Them and my champions. However, they are very slow too, so there is a disadvantage, but we are finally done here. We've won. They're all wavering. We've broken them. We've chased them down. And there's another victory for our side. Wonderful. Now we're level 7. Let's come down over here. Bloodthirst. That's why I didn't want to send them off just yet. Or we could take a lot more armor-piercing damage. We'll take that. I want to hit like a truck. I love being able to do that. Alright, there we go. Now, what else do we need to do? We can come over here and do our epic mission, but that'll take one more turn. We just need to move over here to go talk to our adoptive type of father figure. Now, I've got some more things around me I can build up, or I can send people out to go on a hunt. Cerberus is brother to the Hydra, and son of Typhon himself, the inconceivable creature who single-handedly challenged all Olympians and almost defeated them. Like his father, it is said that Cerberus is in fact a 100-headed beast, yet no more than 3 of his heads can be perceived at any one time. Still, he howls and groans with the throats of all the shades which have well and truly lost all sense of selfhood since laying eyes upon him at the gates of the underworld. And we've got him over here, so I've got to pick a leader. Eudoros. Oh, you're a demigod. You're one of the 5 commanders of Achilles and a child of Hermes. Sure. You'll come join in. Now, for units I want here, I've only got so much money, so I've got to watch out. There. We've got some heavy javelin throwers. I like them. What else do I want? Maybe I want some light swordsmen. A few clubs, too. We'll take that. Scouts or warriors? I could even take in archers. I want to ensure that we've got a fairly tough group overall. Yeah, take one more. If we have powerful javelins, we should be able to break down most of our enemies. Now we need standard infantrymen. I'll take some spearmen. 1, 2, 3. That feels pretty good for a hunt. Oh, hold on. I had to go down. I didn't have a sufficient amount of bronze. My army strength currently 2 out of 3, so we need one more. I've got my spears over here. Now, I could get my centaurs, or instead, what I could do, I could just grab some light swordsmen. Like that. I think that'll work out. Let's do it. Man-hunting beast and all. Alright, mission completed. I did recruit a hero. More food and bronze for me. Thank you so much. Your journey begins. Preparations have been made and the expedition has started on its journey. Your followers can barely imagine the hardships they will face or the companions they will meet on the way. Every few turns, a message from the expedition will arrive, recounting their travails in their quest for glory. Alright, now we know. Now we've got a goal. Now we've got to wait too. And Achilles can stay back over here and do all the battling he needs to do. There's my agents over here doing their jobs. Right now, I think I have some lands I want to take over. It's a bit north to our own Achaeans, and that's okay. We can rule over them and gain some more power. I like the idea, and I do not like the idea of people coming to attack me while I'm away from home. That would be a pain. Now, we no longer need this building, but I suppose I could hold on to it. That's a lot of experience. If we wait here for a few turns, we could really rank up quickly. I mean, have a look at my soldiers already. Alright, let's come over here now.
Moving.
I know, we're gonna get a small penalty, but that's okay. Dreams dark tidings. Every night, as Achilles lay in slumber, ruinous dreams tormented him with ill omens. Fitful dreams visit you each evening, disturbing your sleep with visions of bloody battles and murderous men that fade away at dawn's first light. You resolve to seek out your old mentor, Chiron of the Horseman tribes, who lives in seclusion in the caves of Mount Pelion. If one man can make sense of these portents, it is the wise tribesman who raised you as a son, and we gained 1,000 experience too. Very good. A destiny ordained. The most honorable of the centaurs spoke harsh words about Achilles' destiny. Wise Chiron, the man who shaped a timid boy into the fierce warrior you are today, consults the omens and speaks solemnly of your fates. Before you lie two paths of mighty Achilles, one leads to a near death, albeit a glorious one. The other, though longer, meanders into obscurity. If you are to be remembered for an age, then yours must be the way of violence. Interesting. I could embrace my destiny. However, we're going to have a major penalty to our growth for 10 turns. Resources down, growth down, but we'll be able to fight quite well. Replenishment will go up, and we'll deal a lot more damage. I've got to, right? There's our fatal anger. So now we can leave, and it's about time for us to go attack. I'm losing food per turn, but not a lot of food per turn. That's not a big deal to me. Every location I have is increasing in happiness. That's intentional. Over here, we could get one sanctuary of Ares. He would like me a lot more. Why don't we do that now? We need the gods on our side. Now we get to end our turn. Or what we could do instead, we could come over here and challenge people. It's about time, sure. We did our quest. Oh, look at that. Recognition. Achilles' rival turns a deathly pale as soon as he hears his challenge. Ha, amazing. Alright, well, we did that one. What about you, Ajax the Lesser? Oh, he gave up too. Well, great. There's my food and bronze. I stand alone. Achilles has proven to gods and mortals alike that he is indeed a living legend. Incredible. And I'm rank 8. Let's come on down again. Prayer to Apollo. Interesting. And over here, more melee defense. I think I like the range damage a lot more. A lot more. But for now, let's take more damage. Heavy weapon damage. Now I deal 2,278 damage. That's incredibly high. I want to crush any leader in a duel. That's how we're going to have a good time. Come over here. Done. Alright. Now, it's about time to go after a new neighbor, a new enemy close by. Aeolia. They've got what I need, which is a lot of land. Yeah, overall, you've got some territories I want to control. Let's have a look over here. You don't control everything, though. I would need to fight a few more neighbors. Ooh, here's some bronze. I could use some bronze. I wondered, do you have any allies at all? I suppose we'll find out in time. Here's our first expedition event. The path towards the Eleusinian holy grounds is where your hunt for the Hound of Hell first takes you. Red poppy blooms float at your feet as though disembodied from their stalks. Young women fill baskets with them. Your guide, a young Eleusinian priest named Thesaurus, tells you that Demeter herself made the flowers grow under her feet on her journey from Crete to Eleusis, a last desperate resort to lead her daughter to her. Persephone loved poppies and painted them with special care. Their milk gives sleep and solace, she says, even final solace for some who need it. So I could train with them, I could recruit from among them, I could sacrifice to them, or initiate in the mysteries. I'm going to recruit. Let them come join me. Okay, so we gained shielded spearmen. Very good. Now, Some of the Eleusinian warrior initiates are not nearly so pious as to pass muster for the grueling privations of the rituals and the athletic competitions which are part of the mysteries. They fidget under their head priest's disapproving glare. We have no use for mere soldiers. These might be of use to you. You can have them. Okay. Well, very good. So we've gained some measure of power over here. That's very good. That means we've got some decent numbers, and we can keep on doing that. We've got what? Up to 5 events total. I thought having a few more soldiers would be handy, but I wonder what else we could have gotten. I have no idea. Over here, we've got a new decree, +2 to my overall happiness. I'll take that, of course. What a very good thing. And are we about ready to go attack? Yeah, maybe we are. Oh, look at that. They're actually attacking who I want to go after. They own Pherae. Well, I no longer want to go after them because they have what I need. Pherae. Okay. I want to complete one more province, which is what I'm going to do. And while I do that, I need my agents to do what they can. Alright, very good. Surveillance. What's over here? Yeah, take surveillance for now. Do that. Now, for you, young lady. You are level 2. Alright, what do you have? Favor of the gods. And over here, I think I'll have you join my army later. That could be fun. Yeah, come down over here. Making it over to that town won't be too difficult, I believe. Yeah, we could do that. But before I do that, can we have a better treaty? Oh, come on now. You don't want to do it? Are you sure? I can give you some stuff. I've got what? A little bit of gold? I've got wood? Oh yeah, there's just no way. It would take way too much. They're angry at me. We do have a pact already. But that's fine. Okay, let's go to Pherae and fight them. He's got 14 men and a garrison. He's level 2. I'm not level 2. We can beat him. What's going to be vital in this battle is using our giants. So over here on the right flank, I've got my spearmen. We're going to advance and hopefully flank around them. I've got my skirmishers and my vanguards right in the middle. Achilles will go after their 2 leaders and hopefully beat them quickly. My spearmasters are heading right over here to help out against those spearmen. And as I did mention before, a key part of this battle is going to be using our giants and limiting how much of their army we engage with at any one time. In a poem called the Theogony, the giants are said to be the offspring of Gaia or the Earth. They're also known for their divine battle with the Olympian gods, and this was called the Gigantomachy. And here we go. And in Troy Total War, they're one of my favorite units to use. They are so darn cool. Come on, guys. They're out of your weight class. Alright, here we go now. My skirmishers have, what, 161 missile damage. Over here, we've got Achilles now fighting 2 leaders. I'm sure one will move away eventually, but they're fighting together. Achilles is not very good at taking out enemy soldiers, but he's very good at taking out enemy leaders. That's what you want him to do the entire time, I think. Okay, my spear masters are moving in. They're going to take some damage, but that's okay. We're going to have some help in time, all in time. Now, over here is where they're going to send out most of their forces. Eventually, we're going to deal with these units over here where they're going to try to flank me. I've got centaurs waiting for them. I really do enjoy having little settlement battles back. Not having to deal with walls is a nice break. And walls in Troy, oh, they are deadly. They are so much more deadly than in many other Total War games, in my view. I mean, once you're there, you're okay. But look at that. We are ripping right through them. Check out what the giants can do. Over 100 kills already. That's how many we've killed. I think I would give up. Yeah, I would say, you know what? I'm going home. You fought the Olympian gods. Why would I want to fight you? Now they're charging in all together. There we go. Like heavyweights fighting a bunch of flyweights. Alright. Achilles is still fighting a hero. Over on my left flank, my champions have been disabled for now. Disarming beauties keeping them motionless, which is okay. I've got my javelin men close by. They're going after enemy javelins right over there. Let's have a look over here. So now I've got some more spearmen who are attacking, some light swordsmen. Let's see, we're moving in too. We've got a large group of them all together. We're just here to hold them off. We're keeping many busy. And here's where I notice they have units coming over here to flank me. But I saw that just in time, and there goes my light swordsman and my Aegean runners too. We're fighting only young spears, and I also want to go after those other light swordsmen and other units too. My javelin men are moving back. My giants are crushing them. Achilles has beaten one leader. He's now fleeing. He's getting out of here. But look at the carpet of bodies here. That's brutal. All right. You go, giants. You know what to do. That's really great. All right, so after that, what else do we have? Well, we've got over here some more infantrymen who are dealing with, of course, their spears. We're going to flank them eventually. My giants are moving in. They don't have nearly as many kills, but they're a great way to freak out your foes. Achilles is heading back to go after another hero, a warlord warmonger. Get him! My champions have nearly 80 kills. Over here is where I'm going to move in my centaurs soon, but not yet. We're waiting for them. They're moving in towards my own light swordsmen. We charge in. Okay, very good. Now, here's where my centaurs are charging in towards their javelin throwers. Over on the right flank, I've got my giant skirmishers who are now behind this pocket of enemies. You saw how many they killed before. Now they're doing that over here. You can see that. They're just ripping right through them. Oh no. They're all a bunch of bottoms just getting ripped through. That's terrifying. Alright. Over 300 kills. Over here, how many kills? Over 400 kills. We'll need to get more missiles for them eventually, more ammunition. Okay, so we took out their javelins way out over there. Over here is where we're not really having to worry. I think I want to conquer an area up north where they have more giants. I think that'll be a pretty good idea. These Marines over here are pretty darn strong. They're light, they're swift-footed. And I've got my Vanguard over here chasing after more units. We're about to win the battle. They are now broken. My giants over here have over 400 kills and... yeah, both over 400 kills, nearly 500 kills. We butchered them. We won. The battle is now over. And we have more major battles to fight where we're going to be outnumbered. But for now, we can rest. We gained a lot of food, experience, and gold there. I lost only 94. They lost 3,470. My god. Giant skirmishers are terrifying. I remember giants being good, but that's incredible. I'll take it. It belongs to me. That town now belongs to my province. Pherae. Finally, you've joined me. Alright, so we've got that location. Let's have a look over here. It's more food. I need stones and all. Oh, look at that. More bronze again. And what do we have over here? More giants. Oh, I like that. So we might push up there just to get more giants. I like my giants. They're suitable to fight with Achilles. He's mighty, they're mighty. It all works out. Okay, so now we just need to end our turn and go after what's left of their province. They've got a few areas left. We can beat them. The frenzied stallion of Poseidon went after the walls of Troy. Good luck to them. Ah, here we go. Have a look at that. Tidings of war. It's finally beginning. In Sparta, Paris of Troy dishonored the house of Atreus by stealing away King Menelaus' wife. Great trouble unsettles both the heavens and the earth, for in Sparta, a foolish prince of Troy fled across the Aegean Sea with the Spartan queen Helen. As the sons of Atreus invoke ancient oaths and rouse their allies into a war frenzy, they send a demand to Pythia for fealty and material help, knowing full well you are bound by no such vow. Really now? I could decline it. Sure. I would gain happiness too, that would be a good thing. I would lose influence. I could ignore them. You know what? Go away. It's fine. I'll do what I want. If they want to fight me, let them try. That would only ruin their war effort. Now over here, what else do I want? More treasure? Okay. Agents wouldn't be able to really stop me. No, I want more missile damage. Haha, yeah. I've got a lot already, but why not more?
When the gods speak.
Okay. Come over here. We're going after their town. It'll take me one more turn. Hey, you did it. Of course, my neighbors over here might be able to beat them, which means they would be taking lands I want. But if they do that, that's fine. We'll just go after them later, or we'll find a new target. But for now, I can revel in the fact I've got another full province. I've got, what, 3 total now. Yeah, get more happiness for the time being. I need a lot more wood than what I currently have. I do not have a lot. So Chalkus, you need what? Stone and a lot of wood in order to make me 45 wood per turn. Wow. Alright, we can wait. Now what about my growth? My growth over here is actually pretty good, but I want that to keep on rising. So we'll just have to wait for now. Here's a new expedition event, Tainaron. It is the young priest who told you your next destination, Tainaron. He is also unwavering in his intention to come with you, and so he is by your side when you finally arrive one late afternoon. It is a massive cave, set in a cliff pockmarked by sand and wind. The sea should be close, but Poseidon lost his place to Hades a long time ago, and you can't hear the surf, only your warrior's uneven breathing, as you stand at the edge of a petrified grove and look upon a scene of recent carnage. I could reveal myself to the survivors, I could stay out of sight and camp for the night. Interesting. Stay out of sight, then ransack the dead. But it won't let me do that over here. Right, because I did not initiate into the mysteries. Oh, man. Okay, I shall reveal myself. Oh, look at that. Only a handful of you step out in the open to hail the giants. Their voices leave no doubt as to what they are, as the others stay among the trees prepared to charge them, but there will be no battle. The huge men and women are tattered and wounded, most of them weaponless and certainly not aggressive. The priest hurries ahead, speaking to them in their curious dialect. Followers of Poseidon, he says at last, came here to search for a lost temple. These men with the butterfly banners attacked them. They are ready to come with us inside if we go quickly. Really? So now I've got giants too. They are wounded, sure. Less morale, more fatigue. But we've got bowmen and champions. All right. I like that a lot. Okay. We have a look again. They're going to be able to beat our enemies, unfortunately. They have, what, one town left. I'm going to have to find a new target to go after, which is fine and fair. I'm staying local just in case I need to do things back at home. And I'm waiting for my quest to continue. Alright, happiness is looking very good. Pretty soon we'll be quite happy. That's what I'm hoping for. Look at that. Content populace. We get bonuses too. That's why I want that to go up. Alright, so we're back over here. I still do need more stone. I'm not getting a lot per turn currently. That's a shame. Alright, now. What about going after these enemies up north?
I do not expect a positive
Enemies,
outcome.
trade partners. Here we go. Another faction right by them. They're friendly. Oh, that's fine. You can have your friends. You're only a minor power. And so I'm going over there. Okay, Prophecy of Doom. I'm just trying to level her up. She'll join me later on in my army. Take that. And done. When it comes to me and what I want to do, we're heading over to Larissa. Now, they do have bronze up there, and giants too. I've not come up here, not in a very long time, so I'm very curious as to what they have. Okay, I've got my Blessing of Ares, and look at that army. Trojan warriors, they've got swordsmen, they've got archers, they've got a lot. It would be great if they came at me together, but I've got my godlike outrage. No wonder we crushed everyone. I forgot all about that, at least briefly. I mean, we're able to hit hard in battle. That's a good thing. Let's see, what about my skirmishers? 171 for missile damage. Now that's incredible. We just need to wait for them to come towards us. Here's a major battle where I've got to be aggressive. I've got my vanguards, I've got my giant skirmishers who are moving in. If I try to play defensively, I'm done for. They have over 6,000 men total. Their allies came to help them. Now, if we fight in the trees, if we push hard, we can break many of them before they actually get to us. Achilles will head out to go fight their leaders. I did push in my giant vanguards a little bit too deep early on, but hopefully they're going to be able to manage. I've got my centaurs waiting over here. They're so darn good. I love them so much. Having mobile units like that is incredible. Now over here I've got, again, those giants who are currently attacking. Hopefully there's not too much friendly fire. There goes Achilles right now. What's interesting is that who we're fighting is a character in the Iliad. Their leader is called Protelaus, and he was a suitor of Helen. He brought with him 40 black ships to Troy, and he was the very first one to land. Now there was a prophecy about who would do that they would die. After killing 4 men, he was killed by Hector. Of course, other sources quote other heroes as being his killer. Alright, over here we've got Champions of Pythia. They're going after these slingers. What else do we have? Well, we've got Spearmasters of Elysium, Light Swordsmen, all of that. They're fighting over here in the trees. I've got my centaurs now going after their giant skirmishers. You know how strong they are, so we can't allow them to attack us. Back over here is where I've got my own giants and my own javelin men, who are still currently ripping through a lot of them. And Achilles is fighting near our own units. He's fighting 2 leaders right now. One is broken. That's really good. Very good work. There's my giants right now. Yeah, whenever they're supported and whenever they can flank, they can do a very good job, but I just needed them to keep our foes busy for now and to cause a bit of fear. I thought that was a really good idea. Now I'm back over here. My centaurs are moving back to be able to throw their throwing weapons. I just want to weaken them as much as I can. They'll be back too. My spear masters are winning. We're holding them back. So we just need to take our time. Now, I could have moved way out over here and used a choke point. It would not have helped me. There we go, more throwing weapons again. It's not a ton of damage, but it's a great way to make them freak out. We want them to break, that way we can chase them down later, like that. Over here, I've got my champions who've killed 120. They broke a group of spearmen. They come back over to the front lines again. Look at that. 217, over 300 kills by my giant skirmishers. That's how many they've been able to rip through. I love them so much. And it's also why it's a huge fear of mine to fight them. I'm trying to get as many giants as I can. That's why we're conquering up north and why we conquered where we did. See, I could have gone overseas, but I wanted my giants. I love my giants. In almost any Troy campaign, I'll want giants. Maybe in a few others, depending on where we're at. I'll change my mind and have other units. So now we're charging out over here to chase after a few more of them. I'm going to try to chase after a lot of them because they're still going to be here after we're done beating them. They're still going to have men in their town. And I want that town. Okay, there's a hero now coming to fight too. I've got my swordsmen or my spearmen over there fighting. We're still chasing after a few way out over here. They've got a warlord commander who's broken but not shattered. So now we're just trying to get rid of those who remain. They've got those giant skirmishers, but they're under attack right now. They've killed 32. They're wavering again. They're going to break soon. And if you enjoy hearing a little bit about the Iliad and different heroes here, keep in mind my pronunciation will be horrible. I've read a lot over the years, but in terms of like hearing these words spoken aloud, not really. I took a class on Roman history, but not Greek history. If I had a professor who was talking about these names, then I probably would have a much easier time. But if you know who I'm talking about, then all right, and I'll try to improve over time. All right, Aeginian runners are over here. They've gotten nearly 300 kills too. They have butchered a lot of them. And look at that. So what caught me off guard, I thought I fought them all. And eventually I'm gonna pull out my soldiers from over here to go chase after what's left. But again, I thought I got them all. No, there's more. We've got right now over 5,000 men. Our numbers are much higher. We've killed so many. I've got my centaurs chasing after a few of them. That's what I wanted to do from the very beginning, was just to break them. Centaurs are damn good. What I could really use, and I'm sure many of you agree, I could use an Age of Mythology, a new one, like that old game. But I could use one for Total War. Mythology Total War. Imagine that. Bronze Age antics and all of that. And just having different mythological creatures for Egypt, for anywhere really. Oh, that would be so cool. Then we could talk about different cultures and mythologies. I'm all for fantasy and all that stuff, sure. But mythology is where it's at for me. I love it so much. I think it's so damn cool. What would define so many stories for thousands of years after, right? Trojan warriors, and it reveals so many bits of information that you might not otherwise know just by digging into these old stories. Alright, so I've got my centaurs now chasing after some more enemies who are left. Unfortunately, they're staying over here. Hopefully we can outfight them. If I get some more centaurs to help out, I think we'll be okay. But we are losing our poor centaurs. I mean, these are giants. I don't know what I was thinking. Probably not at all. But here comes some reinforcements now. They're friends, they're family. They're on the way. All right. And that's where I came back over here to go after more of their swordsmen and other friends. But now they're broken. Achilles is now going after another leader of theirs, a defender protector. Divine challenge is keeping him stationary, having to fight Achilles. It's divine. It's a challenge. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Oh, good job. You hit him. Youch. That was a lot of blood. All right, now they're finally done for. They're shattered, and I was just trying to chase after a few of them. I thought that would be ideal. Over here we do have some giant skirmishers, but the battle is over. You can see the carnage that we were able to wreak across their lines. They were defeated by Achilles and his many men, and giants, and centaurs. The battle's over though. I spent most of my time just chasing after them. That was a tough battle, but we beat them. I let their friends all come at me together. I lost 828. If I had played defensively, I would have been done for. But because I charged in, and they had to trickle in with a few more forces, I was able to beat them. I'll take them on. Come join me. Be fighting for a better leader anyway. Oh, using agents, I see. You want food in exchange for what? Yeah, sure, we can do that. You don't like me, which is fine. You don't have to like me. You only need to respect me. And over here, they want to give me a lot of bronze for only food. I've got plenty of food. I'm okay on food. Food is usually not an issue. Okay, so now we have a new event, the lake. The way in is surprisingly wide. The rocks are riddled with glowing patches, sporadic glimmerings, and flitting, squeaking shadows. The priest tells you that the dead who pass through here, not knowing they have died, shed their mortal bodies step by step. Such material remnants then are turned to glittering rocks and glowing mosses. The bats overhead once were the flesh of slaves who sought sanctuary in the ancient temple of Poseidon, and who one day simply woke up and walked to the shores of the underground lake, where Charon waited. He finishes as the lake comes into view. Okay, so I cannot approach a stone altar near the cave entrance. Interesting. I'm not initiated in the mysteries. I could go to the temple, I could wander the lake. Interesting, again. Alright, I'll go to the temple. Go to the temple. Seeing the temple, one of the giants, an old man named Didarian, rumbles, "This is it," and starts forward. The priest beckons you to follow. From up close, the play of weak light and shadow around the temple resolves into massive figures, half transparent and moving in your direction. They are like giants, but not entirely. An older race, even more distant in body and mind from humanity. Yet they greet your newfound companions with a great mirthful bellow, and soon the two groups fall to gossiping like so many village grandmothers. The Cerberus listens, seeming to understand most of it. He then shares with you some intriguing snippets on fighting long-lost creatures from myth, as well as a certain island in the sea where you can continue your journey. Better than, well, still lakes and darkness, without a doubt. Alright, let's have a look over here. So I get plus 50 to melee damage against all enemy mythic units. That's really good. And over here we gain experience too. Alright, we're getting closer. We are strengthening our army over here, our expedition. We're still waiting on 4 and 5 now, but we're getting closer. Not bad so far, I think. Okay, so we beat them over here. I mean, we completely dominated them. That was great. I'm gonna get my griffin eventually. Not yet though, hold on. I'm still busy. I still need to fight them though, it seems. That's really unfortunate, but we can absolutely do that. Before I do that though, let's have a look around. I've got some other agents around me, like Cadmos. I could have you go where? Back over here. Or instead, you could come over here and scout out what my enemies have. Yeah, do that for me. Go after their agent too. Prophecy of Doom. She's not level 4 yet. What about you? Not level 4 yet. Or sorry, level 5 yet for Cadmos. But he did it. They did succeed. Now I've got plenty of food right now. I've got plenty of food, wood, whatever I really need, I've got it. I do need more stone though. That's okay, I'll upgrade over here. Watchtower patrols, I'll take that. It's my capital region, so I do want to keep it safe. And now we are ready to end our turn. I could trade some, I suppose, food for stone, but I don't mind waiting for now. I've got so much being built, I feel like I'll be okay. Trading makes it rather easy to get what you need in here, which is, again, great. I suppose we could charge in. I don't want to wait them out. But then again, if I do wait them out, they'll begin to lose soldiers. I like that. I don't mind that at all. Before we go into battle, let's build up a few things over here. I've got wood coming in. I could use even more. Yeah, stone as well. Happiness is just going up everywhere. My people are becoming even joyous. What's over here? A food storehouse. Even more food. I actually could use more income for food, so I'll take that. My stores are quite vast. Alright, so we're back over here. We're still bothering that one agent. She's rank 4. I'll have her come join me later on. What's over here now? Unlikely advisor. What else do we have? Okay. I would like for you to join my army from Good Omens, huh? But for now, I'll let you stay on the field. That was my previous plan, but she seems to be doing well over there. Let's come over here to the nearby village. I'll attack afterwards. That's where they have the bronze. I've got only a few enemies over here. Good job, rank 5. Okay. What am I going to give you? There we go, Meticulous Planner. He's got a high chance to succeed in all of his missions. My giants all have vanguards, so they're easily able to make it to the enemy's gates. They're going to break them open, then we'll move in. I'm going to show you how to mitigate your casualties while breaking apart your enemies. The enemy leader, his name is Cleolaus, and he's right over here. All I know about him in the Iliad is that he was killed by Paris. Now, there was another Cleolaus who was the son of Heracles. His mother was a daughter of King Thespius of Thespiae. Him and his 49 half-brothers were born of the king's daughters, who were all impregnated by Heracles while he was hunting for the Lion of Kithaeron. I'm not even kidding. Heracles, there's a few facts to his legends that isn't often shared in classrooms, okay? That's one of them. And now the gate is broken. Here we go. Let's have a look over here. So now these giants are ripping right through them. My Spear Masters are just meant to hold. They're unbreakable. They're going to allow more units to move in. We'll push in and kill more of them. Achilles will go after the enemy leader, but already, look at that. They tried to hold the gate. I do wish there was an option to get rid of these flags. I find them to be rather jarring to look at. I get their purpose, but they're just kind of in the middle. I think I would like a different type of representation of someone holding that square or whatever. But there we go. Achilles is now fighting their leader, one of them. We're going to move in. I'm going to bring my skirmishers in. That should give me time to keep them back, but we're going to take the square over here. I'm also going to fight their archers on the walls too. They have renowned archers, 42 damage. That's a lot of damage. All right, so we're moving in. The giant vanguard is close by. They've got over here some archers too. Once my skirmishers are in position, they'll break them. They'll get them. They deal 250 damage in melee damage. Alright, we're now fighting a few more swordsmen. That's okay. Achilles is still fighting at the gate. My Spear Masters are moving in. There's only 37 left, but they're not going to break. That's really the point. Alright, now here we go. Our skirmishers are over here. Oh, get your attacks in. Check out what they're wearing. Isn't that great? Yeah, there are depictions of giants in lore where they are said to have not legs, but rather, you know, snake-like bodies, 4 legs, if I'm remembering that right. But you get different takes on maybe the same topic. You've got hundreds or thousands of years of people talking about myths and legends among their own people, and so details change. Sources change a little bit on how they portray things. Okay. The skirmishers are still breaking right through them. If I ever get anything a little bit off, make sure you provide a link for me, but let me know in the comments, of course. I'm going off of memory for a lot. What's over here? A giant vanguard. But I try to only talk about what I'm pretty sure that I remember. Light swordsmen are on the walls right now. They're holding there. Have a look at that. My giant vanguard are holding in the town square. I just need my skirmishers to move back. See, I keep on repositioning them. That way they can easily rip through enemies. My Spear Masters will hold back a group of swordsmen. They're going to move in where they can. They're trying to capture the gate. Good luck. One leader has been broken. He's leaving right now. That's a good thing. My skirmishers are still moving into new positions. We'll be able to easily break them. Yeah, we just need a moment. But that's really the fun part about potentially having one day, if we can dream and hope, a type of mythology total war. All these little details have sources for the most part. Every little thing you see has some information, some basis where someone has told a tale, where someone has written down one, whatever. And so that to me is just fascinating. So if you look at something and you're like, huh, why do they look like that? Why do they wear that? You can read about it and go, oh, okay. That's pretty cool. All right. Enough lollygagging. Let's have a look over here. My skirmishers are now moving back into position right in the middle. I'm going to have them focus on a few enemy targets like these archers on the left flank. They're pretty broken up. And we're also going to push in. Now, they do have archers on the right flank, too, that we need to watch out for. So off we go now. The giant skirmishers are getting into position. They're pretty resistant to damage. They have only, what, 6 javelins left to throw. All right. There we go. You can see how many kills they were able to get in that short period of time. Here's a few spear fighters. And normally spears would be a worry for me. But no, not really. Not for me. Look at that. There's a reason why they were able to challenge the gods. Giant vanguard is over here. Here we go. We're going after the Trojan warriors. I've got some more units on the right flank who will go after these archers. And they're done for. We got them. They were eradicated. Wait, we killed every single archer. What a waste. What a waste of javelins, I mean, not life. And now we're holding right in the middle, where Achilles is still trying to go after a few enemy leaders. He's been busy, though. Just holding the line with my spear masters. Okay. Light swordsman. We've got archers over here, too. We'll get them, though. See? We did manage to charge right into them. So they're going to drop quickly. What I do like about Troy Total War is actually the battle balance. It feels sensible. When things charge into other things, they do pretty well. The only unit that hasn't really performed well is probably my Centaur fighters, which I got rid of. Alright, my giants are moving in. Even one volley of javelins, that can do a lot of damage, as you have seen. So we're moving them over here to flank our enemies. There we go. They're so darn quick, too. They're one of the better units I've used. We just need to go after these guys over here. Like that, yeah. They have no more ammo. That's okay. One group has broken. This group has 2 more to throw. I'm moving them around. On the right flank, I've got even more units chasing after skirmishers. We're nearly done, though. We've broken a group of Trojan warriors there. Trojans over here on my side of the pond? I think not. Now my centaurs are moving in. I'm going to have them move over here to move into the town square to go after what's a bunch of ranged units. So we can push through the middle, we can push through the sides, and they can't do anything. That's why we're winning battles. We're tactically outplaying them. Eventually, though, once we fight Troy, oh crap, dude, they're going to have a lot of powerful units. I remember Hector's units are very, very durable. So we're going to have to work very hard to beat them. It's going to take some time. All right. Off we go again.
We're about to capture the gates.
If you want to know one of my favorite historical time periods, I haven't really read into it like I used to years ago, but that would be the Bronze Age. So even like a Bronze Age Total War in general would just be stupendous, I think. Alright, Giant Vanguard, Light Swordsman over here. They're all pushing in. Now we're just overwhelming them. We've won. See? Look at that. They've all broken. We're done here. Now, we get to reap our rewards. They have been earned. What a great helmet. Shame it didn't protect you. Me? I'm a Razorhead. You just throw me at my enemies and I cut them down. I lost only 125 in that battle. There are ways where you can lose a lot more men, but once you understand how the game functions, you can make better choices and you can mitigate losses whenever you can. Here we go, a new item, +1 to motivation, +4 to influence, very good for Eudoros or someone. He's busy right now. I wonder if I can give him more gear even though he's away, I have no idea. Okay, now what's over here? I could reduce the effectiveness of enemy armor. That's really good. Do you like challenging people? Let's keep on looking around. Alright, more hit points, or over here I could reduce the cooldown of my activated abilities. I think I do like that more. We'll take that. Done. Once I go down the line there, I'll pick up specializations. Alright, so we won. Now we just need to end our turn and go after a few more locations, but we could conquer up here. I normally don't do that, but I do see bronze, and I like that bronze. So I'm going to think about what I want over here, and you can even tell me where you think I should conquer. I'm pretty far from the core of my own heartlands over here with people who do like me, and Troy's way over there. I'm mostly settled on probably going after Homeric missions over anything else. Yeah, right over here. So I would need to destroy Paris, Hector, and Troy, and I do need to get to rank 27. That much I can do. That is not too much of a challenge, I think. Circe. Well, that can't be good. She's an enchantress who turned most of Odysseus' men into swine. The island at the very center of the world, or so the priest tells you, colors so sharp as to make your eyes sting, and butterflies everywhere coming together and breaking apart in erratic, shifting clumps. Circe's palace is not difficult to find. Despite the profuse snagging growth all around you, you catch a boar along the way which gives in to your spears almost without resistance. You only look into its face once, then something makes you avert your eyes. Circe herself greets you at the gates, surrounded by her naiads, all in full regalia. You and your men can barely speak, but the priest manages to introduce you. Oh, hello, young death priest, is it? How droll, and mighty warriors, oh my. And where's Odysseus? Oh right, that comes later, does it not? Come in, come in. And leave this to the cook, poor thing, he just wanted to be free. Okay, we could spend a night with him. Or we could allow men in her service, really. But they won't fight later on. What a shame. The holy, or the moly flower. I almost said the holy moly flower. Oh, shoot. We'll spend one night there. Alright, we have lost a bit of health, but we gained 30% more melee defense, 20% more morale, and 30 more melee attack. And we've also gained experience. My handmaidens have not had fun in the ages, she declares loudly enough so that all of you men could hear. The men on this island always turn out to be such animals, though I'm sure there have to be good ones too, somewhere. Throughout all this, the priest has been leaning on a gnarled wooden stick, scratching at his heels and rolling his eyes so vigorously that you are afraid they might fall out of his head. Her intentions are so thinly veiled that they might as well be naked, and if she is offering your men to her naiads, then... Oh, no, 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 she bursts out laughing. Dear me, no. The one from me isn't coming until your silly war is done, but I'm going to help you. I'll tell you how to reach the House of the Dead, not to mention your men will come out stronger for having spent the night here, the ones who make it anyway. Ooh. Okay. And here's my mission. So I need only 2 more locations. Like Amedes, I'll have to go after him. Not an issue, I can do that. Now I know. Maybe he'll even join me, that would be even better. Alright, let's have a look over here at diplomacy real quick. Would anyone like to join me? No, not really. That would have been great, but not really. There's only a few who would, if any. Alright, you like me too. Boeotians are over here. They're rather fond of me, sure. What about a military alliance? Sparta wants one, surprisingly. I'm stronger than Sparta, but they have many allies. You know what? We can ally. I like them. And there we go. We're friends. Stronger friends for it. Alright, beyond that, let's have a look over here. I'm still leveling up my mini agents, and I do have many agents. You did succeed. Good job. And over here, I would like to go after their leader. If I could kill him, that would be great. Or even wound him. Let's do it. Let's try to. Alright, we got one. There goes one of them. They've got giant skirmishers. Let's come over here real quick and defeat more of them. We're still fighting only minor powers right now. Okay, I've beaten all of you so many times, I don't need to fight that battle out. It's way too easy. Ooh, right in the face. Holy crap. That was brutal. I lost 221. Now we can occupy again. Alright. If we want more giants, we can get more giants, and my giants have been key to my victories for sure. Unfortunately, I don't have a complete province over here. That always bothers me, but I can get some bronze over here. Look at that, 96 bronze. My growth does not exist, unfortunately. I would need other locations, so I could think about going after those other locations. Let's see, what about you? I don't want your lands. I might try to get a few peace treaties over here with them because I no longer want what they have. What I want is now over here to the northeast and a bit to the north as well. Let's have a look around. Well, I want your lands too, one day. I don't want your lands here to the right of me. But over here is where I've got my targets. Like Doris. They're right there. Trika's over here. Over to my west. I can easily get that one in one more turn. Now, I'm rank 11. I'm also training up to get ready to go fight more major enemies. Terrify, their morale would go down. Or over here, their melee defense. Let's get rid of their morale. I can make them run. And if they run away, I'm in a better position. My giants are becoming rather experienced too in battle. And I own quite a few more locations. I know they're not too happy right now, but maybe in time, that'll change. We have no income coming in anyway, so I won't tax them for now. That way they'll be even happier. We're getting bronze over here. A lot more bronze than what I had before. Even though there is no growth, I'll take it anyway. That's really handy. But let's keep on pushing on. We're not done yet. And our expedition has made many choices already. Hopefully, mostly good ones. Oh, right. You don't have your health. We do have giant champions. We do have plenty of men. So I feel like we're going to be okay. Abandon my hunt? No way, I won't do that. Poseidon's anger grows. Well, good for them. We should have our final event before the hunt very soon. Alright, I'll go after your agent. Done. We've ranked up 2. Good job, Cadmos. Yeah, come over here. I'm all about him taking out enemy heroes and other characters like that. Okay. When it comes to you, keep on leveling up. She's rank 5 now. Yeah, we're all about Ares. In service of Ares, we'll take that one. And after that, what else do I need? Well, I need more stone. I can see that much. I need a lot more stone than what I have right now. I'm going to trade later. I'll spend some more time trading. And here we go. There's some stone. I'll take that. Yeah, they're all about food here. We're losing some happiness, but we're going to be able to hold out. Farmland. More food. More food. More trading power later on. Okay. Let's come over here now. I could replenish more. They've got one leader. That's it. Can I beat them? Oh, I can. It's only a minor garrison. I might lose some men, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, pal. You fought hard. You did your best, but it wasn't sufficient. So now we own another location. We have found more warriors. Again. Administration level change from 2 to 3. That's going up a bit. There's my upkeep. Alright. So now that I have that location, we've got an altar to Poseidon, and I've got over here a giant's meeting place. It's not quite tier 3 yet, but I could get more giants. I don't want more yet. I might save it for another army, but that's great. That's really good for me. So, what do I want? Doris? Sure. Do they have allies? Probably, or maybe... No, they have no allies, actually. I could take them out. And after that, what else do I want? Let's come back down. Over here, we've got another neighbor. Now, he's got no allies either. He's only got 2 enemies, so we could easily take out Macedon. Or Macedon. You know what I'm saying here. You know what I'm saying. Alright, we're doing so darn very well. I'm going to make a cheap army eventually. The whole point of that is to probably deter my enemies. We have a few armies who are close to me, like Hector of Troy. He's got some armies over here. They're not coming for me yet. The Amazons, surprisingly, are over here too. That could be a great enemy to go after. I could come back down over here and conquer everything they've conquered. I'll need more than one army whenever I go do that. Like Amedes, one day I'll need your lands. I have a feeling one day he'll come join me though, via Confederation. For now, he's a good deterrent. But we're on the front lines over here, so we could be quite annoyed whenever our enemies come after us. But for now, we're done. We're about to have another royal decree that's going to provide me a lot of gold per turn. I went after happiness first, just to ensure my people were doing fine. And now we can go after a few more neighbors around us. That way we can get another complete province. And if I can help it, I'll just come back down. I'll be done conquering up north. I just wanted my giants and my bronze, which I have both of right now. And over here, we've got another little town. I could just burn it down. I've got options. Hades. Circe's directions are extremely simple. Follow Helios and his western descent. She told you she would take care so that he leads you to where you want. After just a single day of sailing, where the air is filled with strange light and the sea's color shifts more and more from water to wine, your feet touch the shores of Hades. You look to your side and see the priest. You look again and he's another. He holds a curved staff, and from his feet trail a fluttering wisp of light, faintly wing-like. Lord, he laughs. The Lord is my father. I'm just the messenger. Though don't tell it to the one who is coming. The air thickens. And so what do we have here? Let's see. As if you suddenly stand on a gigantic palm under the terrible regard of something you can't quite see, it waits. I could have my heroes stay here, or my giants. Oh man. Eudoros, what a way to go out though. Maybe you should. I've got to, I think. Alright. Join with your expedition army and lead them to victory. Only then will this beast of myth and legend deign to fight beside you. Understood. Okay. As soon as the thought comes, it is decided. Whenever I come here, I always bring someone to stay, your erstwhile companion says. For what my words are worth, it was a good journey, and you will be remembered. The weight suddenly falls off your chest, though you still can't see them. You state your demand in a loud, clear voice. Your people around you shake their heads to clear them, stretch their limbs. They are ready. You wait. I assent. The air clears. You stand on a battlefield. It will be your last. Make it count. There we go. Wow, look at that. A warrior spends their life hoping for a glorious death in one battle. We had to do that. Plus 20% to battle speed of the hero unit, more missile damage, he becomes unbreakable, and more melee damage for him as well. That is really cool. Okay. 300 gold. I've got a win over here. Though, we're not going to do it just yet. Athena is gone. Let's come over here to Doris real quick to take over. I don't want your help, Sparta. For later, though, I'll need your help. But for now, no, I don't need that. They've got a large army, surprisingly. Now, I suppose what we'll do, we'll fight them in our next part, but not right now. We'll take over what's up north, and then we'll finally focus on the Trojans and their many allies. Even if I need to conquer Athens and everything down over here, I can absolutely do that. Alright. Once we're back, we'll also go after our dire enemy and take that Cerberus. We'll have a new ally. I wanted to get that before we went after our enemies. I thought it would be a very good idea. 100 wood per turn. We'll come over here. I could use a bit of influence, I think. What else do we have? More loot? I'll think about what I want, though. We could use a few buffs, I suppose. Yeah, cheaper units. We could have quite a few things, really. I do want more missile damage. Eventually, though. And even more ammo. Actually, more ammo would be even better, I think. But we'll take influence just to keep the peace a bit. I'm trying to focus on my lands, and I'm trying to keep the peace, too. So, we'll take over Doris. We'll come over here to the northeast. We'll get another giant location. We'll have one entire province again. If we need to fight other people, we can do that. We've got some people who hate me, but I have a feeling they're not going to bother me. And I'm going to spend a lot of my food on trying to get more resources too. Alright, look forward to that expedition. It's coming. Until then.